Hey y'all, this is Stephanie. Welcome back to Large Family Diabetic Cooking. Like, my new shirt is from Temu. It's Halloween Town University. If you guys have seen Halloween Town, it's a Disney Channel movie. It's one of our favorites. It's an old movie with Debbie Reynolds. Well, it's not an old movie, but Debbie Reynolds is one of my favorite actresses besides Doris Day. And there's another actress. Her first name is, it's either June or Allison. She is the lead in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. And my grandson, Caden, it is his all-time favorite movie. And he's 10. And it's one of his favorites. He was watching it with me one day and he was like, Grandma, I want to see that again. So I ended up recording it and eventually purchasing it, and he fell in love with the movie, and now every once in a while he'll ask to watch it. So there's another one that is out that I want him to see. I think it's called With Six You Get Egg Roll, and it's a Doris Day movie. That's actually a good one too. He has not seen Yours, Mine, and Ours, because there are a few things that in there that he's 10, and there's some things that they discuss that I'm not comfortable with talking with him yet about, because I think he's too young for that, especially as he's going to have some questions. So today we're making pumpkin whoopie pies. So what I need to do is I need to set my oven for 350. Okay, and I don't know if I have it with me or not. Let me see. I have some new subscribers, and I think, yes, I have 2 new subscribers. One is H.M. Danning, and the other one is Just Nina. Welcome. I'm waiting for some groceries to come in, and as soon as some groceries come in, we will be making the brownies, the diabetic brownies that I was telling you about. The one lady, I think her name was Jeanette. She's a nurse, and she took these brownies in, and and everybody loved them, and they were diabetic, and it was made with spinach and carrots, pureed spinach and pureed carrots. So we're going to make those. And then the other one I'm going to be making is a coconut cake, and I'm still waiting on that mold. So I might have to find another way of getting a different type of mold, because it's just not coming. I'm looking for like an egg-shaped mold, because I want to make little individual baked Alaskas. So, and I want to figure out how to do it, because I would like to have that as a dessert for Thanksgiving. So, and I want to make it ahead of time and see if everybody likes it, because if they don't like it, then I have to figure out something else. And then my daughter asked me, and my one friend Geneve asked me to make something called a croquembouche. So I want to delve into that one, because like I said, I love to be challenged in the kitchen. And I still have to make a Hershey's chocolate cake. So let's get, well, first let's get our pans together. So I can get at least 6 on a pan. I might be able to get more than that, because I should be able to get some down the middle. Oh, wrong way. No, I need it this way, so that it don't curl up on me. Okay. Pan number 2. Let me get you over here, so that way you can see, and then put you down a little bit. There we go. All right. And then we're going to put this down here. But in my community, I told you guys what was going on. I've been having issues with my left foot swelling up. And the doctors were like, well, just stay off of it. I got 4 grandkids and a house I got to take care of. My daughter who has seizures, so there's a lot of things that she cannot do that I have to do. So, guess what? There's no such thing as staying off of it. I get to at night when I lay down. It's a good thing I have a hospital bed that the feet raise. So I raise my feet at night and I'm good to go. So, whoops. Now, first part we're going to double this recipe. And then I have some saran wrap I'm going to wrap them in when they're done. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do a 1/2 cup of butter. So since we're doubling this recipe, there's 2 sticks right here. So, I was going to make this with regular flour. I think I'm going to use carbalose flour. I want to try it with carbalose flour. But the only difference with that is I'm going to be putting it in a little at a time till I get it to the consistency that I want. Okay. Let me go grab the carbalose flour because I forgot that. So we're going to do these today, and then tomorrow we're going to do, what is it again? Carrot muffins with cream cheese. So, all right, now we've got that. We need to put in our 1/2 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So, and since we're doubling the recipe, where is a 1/2 cup? 1/2 cup is 1/4 cup. So since we're doubling the recipe, we're going to do a 1/2 cup of this. 1/2 cup of our Splenda sugar blend. Because we are doubling the recipe. But when I put the recipe in the descriptions, you will get the the single version, the single recipe. Barely even a 1/2 teaspoon in there, so I just put it all in. Okay, so we'll set that there. Let's get this off. Make sure this is closed up, and if it's not, seal it up. Closed. Yep. Put it in the bag. Just switch it out. And I need to apologize because when I was making the ranch dressing, I was doing a lot of licking my fingers and stuff like that, and that's just unsanitary. So I need to apologize ahead of time to y'all, and that will not happen again. So, moving on, we're going to go to brown sugar, which is 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So, let's use this one first. Now, on the back of here, 1/4 cup is 2 tablespoons. So, since we're doubling that, we're going to do 4 tablespoons. There's exactly 4 tablespoons in the bottom of this. 3. There. 4. Yep. All right. Alright, now let's open this one up and put this in the new bag, switch it out. Okay. Alright, so we're going to switch this one out. We're done with these for right now, so we're going to put these over here. Okay, and then we're going to put this on. Now, when I found this recipe, I found this on, there is a YouTube site called the Farming Pastor's Wife. I happened to come across it a couple of months ago, and I perused it a couple times, and then a few days ago I found this recipe. So I'm gonna try it. She says it's an old Amish, like Mennonite recipe. So let's see how it turns out. So we're gonna use our low carb flour for us diabetics. All right, so let me get this on here, and then we're going to cream this. And then while we're creaming that, we're going to get our and the weird thing about it is there is absolutely no there's no vanilla in this recipe at all. There's only vanilla in the icing, which we're going to do with the filling. Okay, so since we're doubling the recipe, I need 4 eggs, and they will go in one at a time. But I need 2 cups of pureed pumpkin, because I need to get that in with this butter. And I am using 100% pure pumpkin. Oh, that's some thick pumpkin. That smells good. But the weird thing about it is, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed it, pumpkin kind of smells like sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. So 2 cups I'm thinking about getting a new, I want a Bosch, but I seen this new, stand mixer. It's called a Kukli. If any of you have one, let me know if you like it or not. I've been wanting to get one because it does larger capacities. And with my family, I need it. I have a large family. Alright. Another 2 cups. And I want to get this mixed in, and then we're going to scrape it down. Because with these whoopie pies, when you bake them, you got to make sure that everything is incorporated in. I missed you guys. This week drove me insane. You have no idea. Mix, and then I'm going to take the rest of what's in here, because I'm going to make the kids, I want to make some pumpkin bread and some chocolate chip pumpkin bread for my grandbabies. So I'm going to put this in the fridge so I can do that probably tomorrow morning. And yes, my hands are clean. That was the first thing I did before I got on air, was wash my hands. Let me put these in the sink and this in the garbage and wash my hands. And then we'll move on to the next step. I mean, I know the doctors say, well, you need to stay off your foot and stuff like that, but I got a family to take care of. That's easier said than done. This is going to go in one at a time, one egg at a time. Let me show you where the batter's at. Alright, so I need to scrape down the bowl. So let me shut that off a minute. Let me sit you guys back up so that way you can see. It's a good thing I did that because there's still some butter that didn't quite mix up. Get off. All right. Now we'll put egg number 1 in. Also, don't forget to preheat your oven at 350, and you'll bake them for about 10 minutes. So you'll be able to see what they look like when they come out. And then while they're cooling, we'll make the icing. More egg. Done with that. Now we're going to do baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Now, because I'm using salted butter, I did not add any salt to this recipe at all. Oh my Lord, and pumpkin pie spice. Oh. I have a recipe for homemade pumpkin pie spice that I want to do. And I forgot I'm doubling the recipe, so I gotta double up on the pumpkin pie spice. And then 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And then I have a 1/4 of a cup. I thought I had a 1/3 of a cup over here, but I don't. So we are going to put the carbalose flour in 1/3 cup at a time. And I'm going to pay attention to how many, and then because it says if you're using regular all-purpose flour, it's 1.5 cups. So you would do 3 if you're doubling the recipe. So I don't want them to turn out dry and not moist. So that's why I'm doing it in small increments. All right, let me. I need to. Nope, that didn't work. I made a mess. I didn't think that was going to do that, but it did. I have some napkins over here and I'll use that to clean it up. And then we're going to start adding in our carbalose flour. So let me clean that up. Sorry, stickler for a clean kitchen. We're also working on deep cleaning my kitchen because holidays are rolling around now. Won't be long before Thanksgiving is here, so I want to get it done. Alright, so we're going to do 1/3 cup at a time, and we're going to start off slow, so that way it don't just go poof. I am not trying to look like Casper the Black Friendly Ghost. And I'm doing 1/3 of a cup at a time, or 1/4 of a cup. So that's a half a cup right now. Because that's the one thing about this flour is it soaks up liquid. Okay, now we've got a full 1 cup in, so let's mix that in. Okay, so we've got 1 cup in right now. It's still not. Let me taste it. No, it's not where it needs to be yet. I need this napkin over here, and then I'm going to probably add another cup. Lock that up. We'll start with a 1/2 cup and see if we need to add another 1/2 cup. But right now we're at 1 cup. Alright, so now we're at 1.5 cups. So let's get this sped up. Is it getting thick yet? I mean thick. Almost. So. We're going to add another, let me taste this. I'd say probably about another 1/2 cup. And we should be good. I'm going to put another 1/2 cup in, and then I'm going to go wash my hands. I think we might be good. Alright, this time I'm going to taste it with a spoon. I'm going to stir it really good. Check and see where we're at. stir first before I taste. Oh, it's perfect. So we did 2 cups instead of 3. And you can see how thick it is. That's where it's supposed to be. The consistency is where it's supposed to be. Okay. All right, so. And then these are going to go in the oven for 10 minutes. And the reason why I did it on, let me taste. I never thought to taste it. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Switch this into this bag and we'll get everything done. Okay. And now we'll clean off the side of that as soon as we get the first batch in the oven. So let's get I'm really hoping that these turn out really good because we are major fans of pumpkin. I don't know if I ever showed you guys how to make a sugar-free pumpkin roll, but if I haven't, you'll learn. So let's get these. In between. 1, 2, and 1 more. 3. So we've got 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 on a tray. So let's get the next 11. Just drop that in there. We've been having issues with Alex not wanting to sleep. And then he wants to go to sleep at he wants to go to sleep at let me set that there because I need to wash my hands again. He wants to go to sleep at like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, but he's been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and staying up. And we're trying to break him of that by keeping him up so that he'll sleep through the night. But it seems like no matter what we do to try and keep him up, he still wakes up at that time. I mean, I get he's 5, but we're just trying to break him of it. And it doesn't seem to be working in our favor. So, but some of these are going to get put in the freezer. Some will be kept out for the kids, and then some will go in the freezer. I've made whoopie pies before, but I've never made a pumpkin one, so this is going to be interesting. Enough to do a few more, so let me go grab another tray and get some. So we're getting 11 on each tray. To push some of this down so we can get what's left. Hate when you're in a hurry and you're trying to do something. You're trying to open up a napkin and it just absolutely refuses to open. So, all right. Alrighty. Let's get these. Seriously. We're gonna get these in the sink. Some of this stuff put away. And then we're gonna get these in the get our dishes washed up. We're gonna make some dishwater, and then we're gonna put those in the oven. All right. Now we're gonna move this out of the way a second. We're gonna put you this way. And then we're going to raise up. All right. We're gonna put 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. And they only need 10 minutes. So I will set the timer here as soon as I get them in. All right. Timer, wait a minute, clear. Timer, 10 minutes on 350 start. So let's get over here and wash up our dishes. Let's get some stuff out of the way. That's fine. So, we're getting these dishes cleaned up, and then as soon as we get the dishes cleaned up, we're going to get our icing together, which won't take long. This stuff and get it out of my way, and then we'll wash this. I'm going to need this. need this to do our icing. So let's get this all cleaned out really good, and then we'll get started on our icing, and our cookie part should be almost done. Alrighty, so let me get you guys back over here, and then I need a towel so I can clean that. Some garbage. Or not clean it, but dry it. This, this, and this. Okay, now for the icing part of it, it's really simple. Oh, I need a measuring cup. Let me grab that. Okay. Let me dry this, and then we're going to do the icing. And we've got 4 minutes on our cookies. So let me turn this on. They're looking pretty yummy. They turned out really good. So, because the reason why I used less carbalose, because I've noticed that if you follow the recipe according to the directions, you're following the recipe according to all-purpose flour. We're changing it because we're using carbalose flour, which has the consistency, like I've said before, of Bisquick. So it's going to soak up more of the liquid, and it's going to come out dry. I want this to come out moist. So they smell amazing. So now what we're going to do is it says for one recipe, it says 4 tablespoons of butter. There's 8 here. So we're doubling the recipe because we've got to put icing on the cookie. So we're going to do a full stick, which is a half a cup. And then for a half of a recipe, you would use 4 ounces. 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 ounces of cream cheese. But since we're doubling the recipe, we're going to use a full block of cream cheese. Hopefully I can get my thumb to work to try and get this. Alrighty. Alright, now it calls for 2 cups of powdered sugar. I made my own powdered sugar. I've showed you how to make it. All it is a half a cup of, you have a high power blender, a half a cup of the Splenda sugar, the Splenda blend, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're going to do it a half a cup at a time. because the last time I did it, I had way too much sugar in it, and it was still coming out grainy. So I did it with the half a cup, and it came out perfect. So all right, we're going to get this started, and then I need the vanilla. Where's it at? Okay, right here. So because it calls for 2 cups of powdered sugar, so since we're doing a double recipe, it'll be 4 cups, but we'll see how many we'll actually do. I might do 1/4 of a cup again, so that way, because I don't want to make it too sugary, because Splenda can be very sweet. So let me do 1/4 of a cup, and I'll put it in 1/4 of a cup at a time. All right, now I need to test my, we're going to pull out the, one of the things of cookies and test it to make sure that it's coming out completely clean. I got my knife here. And as long as it comes out clean, we're good. Ooh. Wow. The steam coming out of that oven. Let me see. They're not done yet. The ones on the top ain't done. Let me check the ones on the bottom. Nope. They're not done either. Alright, so we're going to give it another, we'll say 5 minutes. Because it did not come out clean at all. So, let's get this started. I had the 1/4 cup. Oh. I need this to run for at least 5 minutes because I need it fluffy and I need it white. Seriously. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon. I'm actually going to add 2. Because we're doubling the recipe. Take the pie slice away. We've got 1 more minute. Well, 1 minute and 35 seconds. But, and icing, well, it's right where I need it to be. Okay. Alright, now we're going to add in 1/4 cup at a time until we get our icing where we need it to be. Alright, so let's put this on low, and then we're going to put it in 1/4 cup at a time. Now we're at 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Now let's check on our it's been 5 minutes. So let's check on them and see if they're where they should be. If they're ready. Of it, they might be. Oh, yeah, they're done. They needed an extra 5 minutes. So, 15 minutes was perfect amount of time. Alright, I'm gonna have to put this over here. Alright. Let me check these ones. Perfect. Alright. So, we need to add some more. Because we're at 1/2 cup now. Turn the oven light off. Okay, so that's 1 cup. One and a half cups. Let's let that do its thing. Let's see where this icing is at. Is it thick enough? Yes, and extremely sweet. So we're good. We got 2 cups of sugar in. I mean, it's not like real sweet, but it's sweet enough, especially for the babies. Because for some reason, I don't know what it is with my grandsons, is they don't like anything too sweet. If it's extremely sweet, it turns them off and it makes them extremely sick. So, okay, and then I'll show you what the icing looks like. And then we're going to use a smaller hook, or wow, scoop, for the cookies. And that's about a tablespoon of icing that will go on each cookie. So right now, they are cooling. Okay, right now they're still a little warm, but I'm going to give my grandsons one and let them try them in front of you and tell you what they think. Now, my one grandson, Caden, I don't think he's a big fan of pumpkin. Everybody else is, but I don't think Caden is. But we'll find out. No. Forgot to wash my hands. Take this back to mommy and tell her to give that to the girls. And then you come back and then you and Alex are going to try one.
I love you, Mama.
Here, try that and tell me what you think.
Okay. Yummy.
Yummy. Okay, go sit down at the table and eat it. Okay. Here's yours.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you think. We got kids getting over a cold. What do you think, Caden?
That's really good. Super really good.
And then we're gonna put our icing on. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of these done. Wrap them in some saran wrap and get them in the, put them in the refrigerator for the kids and put the rest in the freezer. So, this is Stephanie with Large Family Diabetic Cooking, and today we made pumpkin whoopie pies, and they turned out perfect. I'm shocked at how good they turned out. Actually, I want to try one because I haven't ate one yet.
Carrots in it. Make it mixed up with the dough. But it's good.
Mm.
Part of it is brown.
It's perfect. It's moist. And it's not dry at all. The way I did it with the carbalose flour. It's absolutely perfect. So you need to make you some. This is delicious. This is past delicious. I can't get over how good it is. Mm. I will definitely be making these again. For Christmas, I want to make red velvet whoopie pies. So, this is Stephanie with Large Family Diabetic Cooking, and thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. I love y'all. Later, buddy.